Now, one note I want to make, I want to do at the beginning, and I want to make sure it gets out there. We'll make a clip of this. It's for Australians. So the country of Australia, unfortunately, because of COVID, they've restricted the movement of their people. Both leaving Australia has gotten very hard. There's like someone's in prison there right now because you can't leave unless without special permission. But also entering is restricted, and they've gone an extra step and put a ban, a limitation on even their own citizens from returning to the United States. So right now in America, we have thousands of Australians who came here as tourists. They're here. They come on a program called the Visa Waiver or the ESTA program. And with the ESTA program, they can stay up to 90 days here, and then before 90 days done, they return back home. But a lot of people are getting notified by their airlines that the government, Australia, will not let them return at the intended date, and they're rescheduling their flights past the 90-day mark. So that's terrible because that's automatically going to force them to violate their stay in the United States to create problems. So in these kind of cases, you have to contact the local CBP port where you're probably exiting. CBP is Customs and Border Protection, and ask them what is the procedure for extending it for 30 days. And then once the 30 days is done, doing another extension. Some will help you out there. Some will say contact USCIS about this program. But you need to, if you're feeling this happening, as soon as possible, do it. Don't do it the last day. Don't do it a week before. Try to at least a month before the expiration, the 90 days are up, to contact first CBP at your local, see if they're willing to do it. And if not, then contact USCIS to request this extension. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of phone calls, a lot of headache, a lot of paperwork, and it's not clear whether it'll be approved, but you got to do it because if you overstay, it's going to have consequences later if you don't get the permission. It's a disaster all around, the fact that Australia is doing this. I can't believe it that a country would do this, especially a Western country, but it's what we're dealing with right now. And, it's so much hassle to fix it, but that's the situation to deal with. We saw this at the beginning of the pandemic as well, when people were afraid to fly and they were requesting these extensions. CBP was doing it, then many of the ports were backing up and saying, no, contact USCIS. So there's a hodgepodge of laws on how this is being done. That's why you have to contact the local port that you're going to be dealing with to see what their procedures are. And if they do it, if not, contact USCIS. You may need an info pass appointment, which are very, very hard to get. It's even hard to get someone on the phone with USCIS. You may be on hold for hours and they might hang up on you. So it's going to be a really, it's a ruin your vacation. But that's something to be very careful if you're Australian. You want to make sure you try to do the paperwork right, and hopefully you do. But I wanted to share that with our viewers. I know we have a lot of Australians, I have a lot of clients that are Australian, so I'm getting the emails and I'm aware of this disastrous situation. Hopefully this guidance will help you try to solve the situation. I hope you enjoyed this educational video. Also, you'll find our social media site has a lot more videos, images, and information about the U.S. immigration process. Please check those out on the various social media websites.